Just seeing them grow from the start, confidence growing and their techniques improving, we've never ever taken somewhere else because he is just perfect.
I have 2 girls at AFAC and we've been coming since it started at the beginning of 2019. They feel safe and I think they feel encouraged as well.
I like my teachers and they always encourage me when I need encouraging and they make it really fun for me and the rest of my class. I feel very proud and happy and excited to meet my new teacher.
Noah finds motor planning and things like that difficult. You know, he tends to get that same teacher, so they definitely know what works for Noah, what to kind of keep going with, how we can kind of achieve the next thing. So it's really quite consistent and valuable.
It's really good, nice quality time spent with the grandies, and it's a great centre for families as well. She may have got a lot older, but never miss out on the green jelly after the swimming lesson, so that's always a given.
I wouldn't be driving 25 minutes past 2 swim schools to come if I didn't enjoy it.
The kids just enjoy it too much here and love all the teachers, so why move them somewhere else?
Councillors, if you'd all be upstanding for Mayor Ruth Butterfield.
Thanks everyone, please be seated. Are we expecting trouble tonight? Otherwise there's a security guard there watching for the door.
I don't know.
Thanks everyone. Right, I I would like to begin by paying my respects to the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet, the Whadjuk Noongar people, and pay my respects to their elders past and present. I'll declare the meeting open at 7 p.m. and welcome everyone along. We've got a record of attendance up next, apologies and leave of absence. We do have an apology from Councillor Scott Mosey and some leave of absences already granted to Councillor Burke, Councillor Hetherington. So, advice of response of previous public questions taken on notice. We don't have any. Public question time. We've got 15 minutes for questions from the public. If you would like to ask a question, please give your first name and your suburb and step forward to the microphone. Any public questions tonight? No? Lovely. Okay, we'll move on to the next part. Applications for leave of absence. We do have one here from Councillor Mosey for the 22nd of the 6th, which is today, to the 27th of the 6th. I don't think we've got any meetings, so do we need to put that in? The July one as well, but his first one was for... I know he's an apology for today. So we'll just put the second one in then, the 4th of July to the 20th of July inclusive. Could I have someone move receipt or approval of that leave of absence? Lots of people. Councillor Peter, thank you. You were first. Is there anyone opposed? No one opposed. That's carried. Thank you. Any petitions for presentation tonight? If not, we'll move on. Confirmation of minutes. Could I ask that someone confirm the minutes attached that are attached to this agenda represent a true and correct record of the last council meeting? Councillor Sargison, thank you very much. Anyone opposed? No one, thank you, that's carried. Announcements by the person presiding without discussion. Councillors, you have those on your table. And I would just like to mention my meeting with the officer in charge, Sergeant Paul Thornton, to discuss a range of matters, crime-related mostly, as you would imagine with the police. I raised with him the fact that I see on social media a lot of chatter about and talk about crimes or antisocial behaviour, which then evoke a response from other social media users that why bother calling the police because they won't attend, and that sort of thing. So I raised this matter with him, and he said that the message for everyone is to continue to report, but he would suggest, given the waiting time for the 13 number, I think it's 13444 number, don't ring that one necessarily if you don't need immediate police presentation. Ring the Crime Stoppers number. And so if it's antisocial behaviour or crime, please report it. Even though you might think that somebody else might have reported it, please, everyone should be reporting to Crime Stoppers. So that way the police officers can actually, and their data units can work out a pattern of behaviour, perhaps, or a pattern of events that are occurring in the suburbs. I did mention to him off-road motorcycles and e-ridables causing havoc around the place, and he said they know about that, but getting enough information from the public to work out where it's happening, when it's happening, to establish a pattern, and then they'll be able to put up the police air wing to try and put in some method of catching these people or working out where they come from. So my message from the police is to report to Crime Stoppers constantly. Otherwise, crime does not get reported enough, and if it doesn't get reported, it doesn't exist. So please report. One item that's not on here on my mayor's announcements is We have Pascal Bally. It's his last night with us tonight, and I would like to thank him on behalf of the whole council, and I'm sure the executive directors and the staff that have worked with you over the past 10 months. We thank you very much for your time with us at Armidale. We were left in a sticky spot with the leave when our former executive director left with very short notice to move on to greener pastures. So it's wonderful that you were able to step quickly into his shoes and fill the role very well for the last 10 months. And you have been on secondment from the City of Kwinana, and from what I hear, they have asked for you to return ASAP, and I can see why. Working with you has been easy. You've been very helpful and very knowledgeable, and I thank you for your service to the City of Armidale. So thank you very much. Right, we will move on. Questions by members of which due notice have been given without discussion. There aren't any. Reports. City Audit Committee. We'll move into that agenda, and we have that presented at the first page. Is the Chair prepared to move receipt of those minutes? Councillor Peter?
Yes, Madam Chair. I would like to move the report of the Audit Committee meeting held on 11th June 2025, subject to any corrections. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Chair has moved receipt of those minutes. Is there anyone opposed? No one's opposed. Thank you. That's carried. The report begins on page 8 with 1.1, External Audit Plan for 2024-25. With the recommendation coming on page 10. Page 11, 1.2, Outcomes of the Audit, Development Contribution Plan Reserve Accounts for 2023-24. With the recommendation, which was wonderful. We got a very good scorecard for that audit, and that recommendation is on page 14. Page 15, 2.1, Risk Management Policy Review, with the recommendation coming on page 20. Is the Chair prepared to move all those items? Thank you. Chair has moved all of those items from the City Audit Committee. Is there anyone opposed? No one opposed. That's carried. Thank you. Takes us through to the Development Services Committee meeting held on the 16th of June. Is the Chair prepared to move receipt of those minutes?
So moved, subject to any corrections, of which I have none.
Thank you. Dr. Wallinga has moved. Is there anyone opposed? No one opposed. Thank you. That's carried. Page 26, 1.1, Policy Review, Occupation of a Caravan other than at a caravan park. And we have the recommendation for that item on page 30. Page 31, 2.1, Traffic Lights Advocacy at Armidale Road, City Centre, referral item, with the recommendation coming on page 32. Is the Chair prepared to move both of those items?
So moved.
Thank you. Dr. Wallinga has moved those items. Is there anyone opposed? If no one's opposed, thank you. That's carried. That brings us to the Corporate Services Committee meeting held on the 17th of June. Is the Chair prepared to move receipt of those minutes?
Deputy
Chair.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Mayor. I would like to move the report of the Corporate Service Committee meeting held on 17th of June 2025, subject to any corrections. I don't have any. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Deputy Chair has moved receipt of those minutes. Is there anyone opposed? No one opposed. That's carried. Thank you. Go to the first page, 1.1, List of Accounts Paid, April 2025. And the recommendation is on the bottom of page 40. page 41, 1.2, Statement of Financial Activity, April 2025. With the recommendation coming on page 46. Deputy Chair, would you like to move this one as we need an absolute majority? I can ask someone else if you'd prefer not to. Councillor Busby, could you move this one, please, as we need an absolute majority? Councillor Busby has moved. Is there anyone opposed? Councillor Peter is opposed. Do we have a seconder? Thank you. Councillor Sargison. Councillor Busby, would you like to speak? Councillor Sargison, would you like to speak? No. Okay. Councillor Peter, would you like to speak?
Yeah. I just need to mention a few points, Madam Chair. Actually, I don't want vote against it, but if you're looking on the few years, our capital investment and our reserve, I believe the surplus one need to go to the asset renewal, not the future project. Because in the coming 4 years, we spending nearly $75 million new assets and renewal assets. So I believe we don't have enough asset renewal reserve. That is the only reason I am voting against the current motion. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that explanation, Councillor Peter. Is there anyone else who would like to speak for or against this item? If not, I'll put it to the vote. All those in favour of this current motion? Thank you. All those against? Thank you. And an absolute majority has been reached. Next item, page 47, 2.1, Annual Corporate Business Plan Review, 2025-26 to 28-29. The recommendation coming on page 52. An absolute majority is required here as well.
Yep.
Councillor Peter.
I move the motion.
Thank you very much. Councillor Peter, Deputy Chair, has moved this item. Is there anyone opposed? No one's opposed. Thank you. That's carried, and an absolute majority has been reached. 3.1 on page 53 is the annual review of delegations for Corporate Services Directorate and the Office of the CEO, with the recommendation coming on page 56.
I move the motion, Madam.
Thank you. Deputy Chair has moved this item. Is there anyone opposed? If no one's opposed, thank you. That's carried, and an absolute majority has been reached. Go now to page 57 with 4.1 CCTV update, and the recommendation is on the bottom of page 57. Is the Deputy Chair prepared to move all those items which have not already been dealt with? Yes. Thank you very much. Councillor Peter has moved. Anyone opposed? If no one's opposed, thank you. That's carried, and we'll move on to the CEO's report. Could I ask if someone will move receipt of that report? Councillor Peter, thank you. Is there anyone opposed? No, thank you very much. That's carried. There is only one item, 1.1, Councillor's Information Bulletin, issue number 9 of 2025, with the recommendation coming on the bottom of page 61. Could I ask that someone move? Thank you. Councillor Peter has moved. Anyone opposed? No one's opposed. Thank you. It's carried. Takes us back to the beginning of the agenda, where we come to motions of which previous notice have been given, and there aren't any. Urgent business approved by the person presiding or by decision. There isn't any. Matters for referral to standing committees without discussion.
I have.
Councillor Sargison, you have one?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
A council referral to corporate services. Council attendance at a formal function, citizen ceremonies to be recorded in the presiding mayor's announcements at, I'm sorry, my voice is hurting. Announced at ordinary council meetings, policies and procedures reviewed and amended accordingly. Is that understood?
I'm sure we'll work it out. Thank you very much, Councillor Sargison. Are there any further matters for referral? If not, we'll move on to matters requiring confidential consideration, of which we don't have any tonight, so move on to closure. And I'll close the meeting at 7:16. Thank you very much for your attendance.